Hey polish freaks, welcome back to my channel. So I just got done filming my Essie fall collection review. While I was doing it, I had this thought that this should probably be the year where I film a video of my favorite transitional polishes or types of polishes that I like to wear during this time as we transition from summer to fall. I've done a few videos for polishes that I like to wear transitioning from winter to spring, and I thought it's about time I do one for this time of year. And it can get hard and tricky to find and know what you're craving for this time of year. So hopefully if you're having a hard time thinking of something, because yes, we get in those ruts, this can help spark you or help you think of what you might want to wear. I pulled out colors that I just have worn in the past and thought about and what I kind of go off on how I feel. Kind of weird, but I mean, if you're that into nail polish, then you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it probably sounds kind of weird. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I do kind of tend to pick things that are a little bit dustier as we transition from summer to fall and as we transition from winter to spring. But I feel like as we transition from summer to fall, that I want something that's a little bit darker and a little more moody. With winter to spring, I want something a little bit lighter, but I also want light things this time of year too. So anyway, we'll talk through that all as we go through it, but I think I have like 30 polishes here that I'm going to mention. I'm going to go through color categories because I think that's going to be helpful. You have different polishes in your collection, or maybe you have these and you can pull them out, or just that might spark an idea for you for what to wear, because we're sick of the bright colors for summer. We're not quite ready for the deep dark colors. Some of you might be. I know there's a lot of people that like it to jump and fall pretty early. I'm not one of those people. I like to start a little bit lighter and then move into really dark colors as we get further into the winter months. So before we get started, I am going to link this shirt. I bought it on Amazon and I love it. It's a super light sweater shirt, short sleeved cap sleeve shirt, and I also bought a striped one and they're super cute and nice. So I'll link that down below. The polish that I'm wearing is one from the Essie Fall collection that I have. Oh, it's actually in this video. So we'll talk about that in a minute. On my lips, I'm wearing this Buxom Whitney lip gloss that has a little bit of gold glitter in there. It's really pretty. Okay, let's get into the polishes because this might take a while. I might not have swatches for everything, but I'm just going to talk through the polishes. Some of these are a little bit older. Hopefully they'll inspire you to wear something you have in your collection. So I'm going to start out with my first category, and that's going to be whites. I don't like to wear stark whites. I do like to wear a stark white as we get into spring, but I really like the soft kind of jelly white. The ones I'm going to talk about are this new one from the Jelly collection from Essie, and it's called Arctic Jelly. Such a good formula. I really love it. I love that it's kind of pure white, and the reason I like these sheers is because they're a little bit softer, not so stark. It's kind of like a palette cleanser after all these bright colors, because I have to say I've been wearing a lot of bright colors and I'm kind of tired of them and I'm ready for just something clean. I thought about putting nudes in this category, so that's a good option too, but I don't really reach for nudes, so I'm just suggesting polishes that I like to wear. But nudes are also a great idea of things to wear as we go into fall. I probably should have pulled out a few, but I didn't because I just honestly don't wear them. I love this one. The formula is really great and it applies really nice and it just looks nice and soft on the nail. Another one that I love is Funny Bunny, and this is a classic from OPI. I feel like these are pretty close. I do like applying this one a little bit better because of the brush, but this is a classic and such a great one. I really love this one too. So either one of those is a great option this time of year. I think as we start to wear a little bit darker clothes, it's kind of fun to have something light and crisp with that. And then another range of colors that I like to wear are like soft, lighter, dusty pinks. Something that's also a palette cleanser, but that's not just completely white or nude, that has a little bit of color. And if you watch my favorite lightest lights video, some of these are going to be from that video as well, because they're some of my favorites that I reach for again and again. And let's talk about those. So another one that's more of a sheer, we'll start with the sheer because I've been talking about sheers with the last two. This is Inside Scoop, and I love a soft sheer pink. I think this is fun this time of year too. Yes, I would wear this in winter to spring transition too, but I think it's good for this time of year too. But that's my favorite sheer pink. It's a little bit more cool toned and it's bright and fresh and fun. And I think this will go really well with the darker clothes. Then we have Stretcher Wings. This came out in a spring collection. I'll try to put up the name of the collections on here if I can. I probably will with the name because I usually do. So anyway, but there might not be pictures attached to all of these. I'm just going to try to get as many videos out as I can, and sometimes that takes a long time if I have to do swatches that I haven't had for a long time. But anyway, this is a nice, dusty, soft pink. I wear pink any time of the year, and this is one of my favorite pinks, and the fact that it's dusty is really when I like to wear for a transition polish. So both of those seasons, like I mentioned before. So this is a great one. Another one that's a little bit dusty, but also a little bright. This is Lisbon Wants More OPI. This is one of my favorite OPI shades. I love it. I wear this a lot on my toes because it looks kind of white, but it's actually not. And the fact that it has a little bit of dusty pink in it makes it a little softer and not so stark. And so it's one of my favorite polishes to wear on my toes, but I also like to wear it on my hands. It is just such a good polish. I would wear this any time of year. So these light pinks especially are just any time of the year for me because I just love them so much. But this one is a little bit dustier. Then we have White Bunny, and this is from DND. I'm really loving this brand. They've been sending me so much polish. I just did a 36 polish collection review, and I've got another one that I'm probably going to try to fit in somewhere. It's a little overwhelming, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate DND. It's hard, but I'm trying to work through how to best do it for me and you so it's not so overwhelming. But this one's called White Bunny, and I love this one. It's a really kind of bright, soft pink. Same thing. It's just really nice to have this as a palette cleanser. And this one's a little bit more cool tone, so it's kind of like a pink purple mixed together. So like lavender. And then another one of my favorites is Hue is the Artist, and this one is the same thing. It's kind of a pink purple, and it reminds me a lot of that last shade that I talked about, but this one's fun too. It's a little bit brighter, so when it's still like August, this is a fun time to wear this because I'm still not ready to give up summer, and so I just want something really bright and crisp, and this does that for me. And then this year I'm really loving pale yellows, so I had to add this category. I probably wouldn't have in the past, but I'm just loving pale yellow, and I'm loving some of the lighter ones for summer. Essie had a really great one that came out in their collection, and I just pulled out some of these dustier ones. And the first one I'm going to start with actually is this jelly one, and this is called Buttercup Jelly, and this is from the Essie Jellies collection that I reviewed. I'll put links to all my reviews down below if I have them. Guys, it's so soft, and I think this would be perfect for fall or as we transition to spring or spring. It's just such a great color. I've been thinking about this one a lot. I've been wanting to wear it, and so this is the perfect time as I'm done with those bright colors. Another one is Sing Songbird Along. It's the same collection as Stretch Your Wings, the lighter pink that I talked about in the last category, and it's a really tanned out, muted, grayed out, soft yellow. It's gorgeous. It's almost kind of like a nude yellow, I would say, and it's perfect for this time of year. Probably more perfect than that jelly one because it's a little bit brighter, and so I think this one's going to be beautiful. Looks good with like dark blue or navy, which I like to wear in the fall, and so this is a good one for sure. It's a little bit crisp as well for August and September because they're just still kind of summery outside during the day, at least here in Utah. And then we have on the brighter side, and this is from the Essie Love collection, and this one's just your classic pale, cool toned yellow, and it's one of my favorites, and I've only worn it once, and look how beautiful. Oh, I'm not wearing my teal shirt. That was from my last review, but this looks really good with teal. I love teal, like this kind of color. Look how pretty, and I wear that color a lot this time of year. Any dusty shades are going to look good with this. Dusty pinks, dusty teal, navy, anything like that. So this one's really good. And then greens, I will take green any time of year. Hold on, I might have some more I might have to grab. Okay, I just added a few more greens because there were some that I was thinking about and kind of remembered. So now I have like 32 polishes in here. I really love mint this time of year, especially in like August, September. I don't know what it is, but I always just want to wear mint. And two of my favorite mints I have right here. This Cost Me a Mint is my all-time favorite. I don't know what it is about this polish, but I love it. There's no other mint that's just like this one, and it is so, so good. I think it might be hard to find. Another one that I love is That's Hula-rious, and it's a little bit brighter, not quite as muted, and it's I would say it's kind of close. Essie has some other mints that I feel like are kind of close too, but so you can pull out any mint that you have, but these two are my favorites. That's Hula-rious is a little bit more cool toned, and this one, this Cost Me a Mint, is slightly more muted, but they're both fantastic, and I just love mint. I don't know what else to say. I always wear it this time of year, and I think it looks good with a lot of fall tones out there, and so mint you can't go wrong with. The next two I have are more kind of minty sage colors. So sage is a great color to wear also this time of year, and like I said, I like to wear any kind of green anytime. This one that came out in the Believe in Yourself collection, it was an Essie exclusive one, is really, really great. So it might be hard to find, but if you have any dusty green sage colors, they're perfect for this time of year. Another one that I love that's a little bit more green is called Jade It Happen, and this one's great too. I feel like this is just a little bit more green and not quite as tan as this other one. So this is a fun, fantastic one too. And Essie has quite a few of these. There's several that I could have picked out, but I really, when I looked at all of them in my tray, I was like, oh, that one, that one. I kind of know which ones I gravitate towards this time of year, and these two are it. Then we have another one that's even more tan nude, kind of almost khaki leaning, and this is called Natural Connection, and I fell in love with this one when it came out. It is beautiful, you guys, and I think it's perfect because it kind of sets the stage for fall. It's fallish, but it's not quite deep and dark. Like I said, I like to start out lighter and then go deeper as we get into the colder months. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, I love these kind of teal green polishes. This one's really interesting, you guys. This is Unreal It In, and it's a perfect fall color, especially early fall. Love this one. I cannot wait to wear it. It's not quite dark. It's not quite light like those sages. It's just perfect for this time of year. I'm really wanting to wear this one. Such a good polish. And then one of my favorite colors to wear, and you will be able to tell by the number of polishes that I have, are blues. And this is kind of the only time of year that I really crave blue. I don't wear a lot of blue in the summer, which surprises me because they always look appealing to me, but I want more like pink, purples, neons. But blue is my transitional fall shade and my fall shade that I just love. So I have quite a few. So we're gonna try to separate them in a way that makes sense. So I have these dusty blues that I love. Petal Pushers was the very first one that I fell in love with years ago. I think it was like 2015 or something. It is stunning. It's kind of a gray blue and it's very moody. Ooh, I love this one. And I love it just because it's the first one that I fell in love with. It's so good. I love that whole collection. And then another one that came out was pretty close to it. It's called Toned Down. It's a little bit richer in color and has a little bit more blue, so it's not quite as gray, but they're pretty close. This is a good one too to wear this time of year. It's dusty, it's a little bit moody, but it's not quite so dark and stark. So those are both fantastic. So OPI Heart DTLA is the next one. It is a little more purple leaning, but I would say it's like a blue leaning purple. It is fantastic. I love this one too, and it is a little bit different than those because it has that purple in it. It's a little bit rich and dark, and it's perfect for fall. I love it with like yellows and oranges. It goes with anything, especially anything fall, so fantastic. Alpaca My Bags is another one, and this is more of a dusty blue from OPI. It's been around for a while. This is a little bit more a warmer tone than I sometimes go with, but I just kind of crave that in the fall. There's something about it. It's like this cornflower blue. So this one's really fantastic too. So if you want something that's a little bit warmer, this is a good one. Essie has one too that I pulled out, and it's a little bit warmer and darker and more teal. Actually, this is poolside service. It's a good time to wear a polish like this too. Just kind of like a dusty teal is just great, and one that's not too dark. We don't want to get into the, well, I don't want to get into those colors quite yet. So this is a good start. Another one is Amuse Me. It's a little bit brighter and more fun. So if you want something that's a little more punchy but still a little bit dusty, then this is a good option for that. As you can see, it's got a little bit more blue in it too, and it's a little bit brighter than this poolside service. And then one that I have really wanting to pull out, and especially in the spring, I pulled it out a few times, but I think this is a perfect time to wear it as we transition to fall. And this is from A to Z. It's such a beautiful color. It's like a shimmer color. I think it's the only shimmer color that I have in here, and I've been wanting to wear it, and I think this is the perfect time to pull this shade out. It's a little bit not metallic, it's got a nice shimmer in it. It's a fun one, and I just have never worn it, you guys. I've never pulled it out, and I think this is the year that I'm going to try to do that, and we'll see if I love it. But I've definitely been thinking about it and craving it. And if you watch my Essie fall review, there's a dark polish in there that's kind of shimmery and glittery, and I've been craving the old one that came out years ago that I feel like this one's kind of replacing. I've just been craving all those kinds of colors for some reason. And then one of my absolute favorites to wear in fall, especially early fall, is Anchor Down. This is so good. It's probably one of my favorite early fall polishes, I would say, out of this whole pile. Yeah, this, well, we'll do favorites at the end. I think I will pick out a handful of my favorites. But it's just beautiful. It's creamy, it's muted, it's dusty. It's a little bit rich though. Fantastic. Such a good one. And then we're gonna talk about pinks. I still like to wear mid-tone pinks this time of year because it's still sunny outside. I feel like this one's a little too bright though for this category that I'm doing, but this is Make-out Side. It's really bright. I love it. It's like a Barbie pink, but I will still wear pink any time of year. So I don't know, this one's a little different, but I did pull it out because I'm kind of craving these. Probably wear these is like mid-August, late August. Such a great polish. I love this one. And then one that's a little brighter too and a little bit warmer is Kiss Me, I'm Brazilian, and I've loved this one for a long time. It's been around for a long time and it's just a little bit different. It's very warm. It's very bright. So I also have this one in here, and this one's a little bit warmer, maybe has a little bit more purple, and it's bright as well, but not quite as bright, maybe a little bit more muted than this one. And this one came out from the Essie Fall collection. It's the one that I have on my nails. This is a really great one too. I actually like it quite a bit. I like it better than this one for fall just because it is slightly more muted, a little bit darker, but I think this is great for like the end of August, just like the other ones. Another kind of softer one from OPI is Feel the Magic, and this is a really great one too, a cooler toned one. I just like pink any time of year. I would wear this one. I really love this muted dusty soft shade called Rice Rice Baby. This is a really fantastic polish from OPI. I've loved it ever since it came out. Yeah, not much else to say about these pinks. I do feel like these are kind of a little different to put in here, but I'm just somebody who would wear these this time of year. One of my other favorite categories is brown. I know I've converted a handful of you to wearing brown polishes, and that makes me happy because I think they're polishes that people think are kind of gross and they probably wouldn't reach for, but I feel like they're just so classy and elegant and perfect for fall. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, just so good. So I do like the lighter, softer browns in the earlier months as we transition to fall and early fall, and then I like to go darker and darker and darker, just like with every other color, but I have to say that with brown because there's so many browns that I like to wear and I have to spread them out. First one that I really like is Gingerbread Man Can, and this is several years old, but it's a really soft brown and it's got that shimmer in it, and I feel like that kind of shimmery glow is really in right now, the brown chrome, and so this is a good option for that. Last year I wore a brown that I put chrome powder on. That's a really great option too, but I'm really into the chrome browns. I think they're so fun, so this is a good option if you just want to have it all in one and you don't have to put the chrome powder on it or anything, but this is a great polish. I like cool tone browns, mousy browns, and I like the warm tone browns. So one that I pulled out is Bonfire Serenade, and this is kind of like a nude brown, I would say, and this is a really great one to wear. There's other ones that I like to wear too, but I didn't put those in because I think they're more later fall because they're a little bit darker, but OPI has so many good options for browns, and this one's fun to wear in the early season. And the last one I have is Espresso Your Inner Self. This one is so good. Probably one of my favorites. It's a mid-tone brown. It's very warm and soft, and it's perfect as we transition from summer to fall. Probably more like in September I would wear a color like this, and it is so good. One of my favorite ones. If you haven't tried brown, I suggest you try it this fall because I really think you'll fall in love, especially the deeper, darker browns. Those are definitely my favorites. We'll talk about more of those later. Maybe I'll do my favorite browns video. I haven't done that yet, I don't think. Or maybe I have. If I have, I'll link it down below. I can't remember which ones I've gone through, but it's time to do another favorites video soon. So if you have any suggestions for that, put it down in the comments below. Okay, I'm gonna pick my favorites. Okay, I've got quite a few. There's probably a few more I could stick in here, but I'm gonna really just stick to these. Look how pretty those are. Aren't those perfect for this time of year? I think they're great. I think I need to stick a pink in. I'm missing a pink. And I think it's gonna be this one because it's a little bit brighter. Yep, that makes it much, much better. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good for my favorites. So we've got this Arctic Jelly, the white one from Essie. Lisbon Wants More OPI. This cost me a mint, was the mint green. Then we've got this pink called Loud and Proud. This green, Unreal It In. Then we have Toned Down here. And then we have Anchor Down. And then we have Espresso Your Inner Self. Aren't those all fun for this time of year? I think they are. I think they're perfect. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I know sometimes people struggle trying to figure out what to wear this time of year. Let me know what polishes you like to wear this time of year too, because sometimes I like to see what you guys are wearing. Usually I just reach for something that I am feeling, and it's not always the same every time, but as I look through my polish, I'm realizing I kind of do have a pattern. So what's your pattern? I'd love to know down below for all the seasons. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye.